or
Logic without evidence means nothing. You need to
okay,
demonstrate
I
that
just
God is
gave you an
real. That would be
evidence.
the evidence.
I
No,
just gave
there's
you
no
an evidence.
evidence. There's no
I gave you an
evidence.
evidence.
You
I
just
gave
asked
you
me
an
a
evidence.
question. You just asked me a question, and I responded, I don't know. That's
Okay,
not
so here's
evidence.
the thing, guys. Listen to this. What kind of evidence you need when you don't know what God is?
You define your God. You need to
My brother,
demonstrate that your
I
God is
when you
real.
ask for okay, I gave you an
You,
evidence, you rejected. Okay, I
no,
got it.
you gave me definition of a God. You need to demonstrate that
Okay,
that
what
God
is
that you define is real.
yeah, it's necessary. So God is
Yeah,
necessary to us.
you're just claiming that is necessary. Demonstrate that is necessary.
Yes, so the laws of the physics is necessary us to survive and to live and the universe to run.
Yeah, yeah, okay. How do you make the connection between the laws of nature with
Uh,
God?
okay, the laws of the nature, whatever the started, the laws of the nature must be beyond time and space and matter itself.
No, you don't know that.
Huh?
You don't know that. How do you know that?
Neither do you.
Yeah, but I'm admitting it. You're saying that is a God. That's the
Yeah, but
difference.
look, my position, there is a God.
Right, but you cannot demonstrate it. You're just claiming that there is such a thing.
Wait, can you demonstrate it? There is no God.
That's shifting the burden of proof.
So why? Yeah. So the
This is your
burden of
claim.
proof is on. Wait, wait, wait. So when
Brother,
you
this is
wait,
logic
wait.
101. If you
Okay,
have
okay,
a claim,
okay.
you need to be responsible. Are you gonna ask me to raise your children
Okay,
when you
I
have
just gave you
kids?
the burden of proof. Wait, I just gave
Brother,
you the burden of proof.
are you gonna ask me to raise your children? Are you asking me to be with your wife when
Hey,
you get
hey,
married?
listen. I don't want any drama. I
No,
just gave
no,
you the burden of proof,
there's
and you
no
rejected.
drama. You just need to take responsibility for your claim. That's all.
Yeah, I just gave you the burden of proof.
You
I
never, you
just
didn't
gave you
give
the
me,
evidence.
you didn't give me anything, brother.
I just gave
You
you the
just
laws
said
of
like
physics.
laws of nature, the Quran or the Bible says God did it, so okay, I proved it.
Okay,
That's
no,
not
no, no.
that's not
Listen,
evidence.
don't even go to Bible. I'm saying the laws of the physics exist because God is there.
Yeah,
Therefore, God.
yeah. How do you make that connection? How do you know?
Because whatever started must be beyond time and space and matter.
How do you know?
Because it makes is logical sense. So what started?
Logic,
So you
logic,
think? Wait, wait,
logical.
wait,
There's no
wait, wait.
logical sense without
Okay, okay,
evidence.
wait. Look at this
That's
logic,
what we're
guys.
trying to
He
prove.
thinks. Wait, he thinks universe made itself. Is that logical?
I couldn't hear you. What? Say that again. I don't know. That's
You
the answer. I don't know.
exactly. When you don't know, how can you reject my claim?
I'm rejecting your claim because you haven't demonstrated it to be real.
I
That's it.
just demonstrated, bro. What the hell?
You haven't. You laugh because
I just demonstrated my Big Bang, and you're saying you didn't demonstrate anything. What should I do?
you
Should I
haven't
give you an
you, you,
experiment to prove
you
it?
have you haven't demonstrated anything, but you laugh
Okay,
like a
okay. Can
girl.
you demonstrate life coming from non-life?
The only thing that you have demonstrated is that you laugh like a girl. That's it.
Okay,
That
okay.
doesn't prove.
Now
That
you're
doesn't prove.
okay. This is
No,
how they
why?
get you, Jimmy. They cannot prove anything. They're just too dumb, and
Yeah,
they
it's not,
say,
yeah. I'm dumb. Oh, you
okay,
got hurt because I
yeah.
call you a
How can
girl.
something come from nothing? And he's like, oh, I don't know.
Nothing is just an idea. Prove that nothing
What?
exists.
Yes, nothing.
Prove
Nothing
that.
cannot exist because God always exists.
Yeah, you can say the universe always existed.
Oh, how?
Like
Demonstrate
like
that to me.
like this. The
Demonstrate.
universe always
Wait,
existed.
you made a claim. Demonstrate.
No, that's a possibility that you cannot rule out, right?
Demonstrate the possibility.
Demonstrate the possibility of what?
Yeah. On what basis are you saying that the universe always exists?
I'm not saying that the possibility has to be
My brother,
demonstrated.
you said
It
the
just
universe
cannot be
always
ruled out.
exists. Listen, you
No,
said the
no.
universe.
I said that because you said that I can say the same thing
No.
without evidence.
Okay. So I'm saying demonstrate it.
Because I'm not claiming that. I'm just giving you an example
You
of how
just claim
ridiculous
the
you
universe
sound.
always exists.
Yeah, I'm mirroring your
Yes,
behavior.
then
You're
demonstrate it.
saying that God exists. No, I'm not. I don't have to demonstrate. That's not my claim.
Demonstrate it. Wait, so the universe is not eternal?
Oh my God, you're so boring. This is so childish.
I'm the
You are the one
boy.
with the,
I'm
you're with
the
Marlo. You're the one with the claim. Demonstrate it.
boy. No,
You're
you
not fooling
wait,
anyone.
listen. Look. Everyone in the comments, everyone listening, okay? You just saying the universe can exist itself. Now demonstrate how it
I
will.
don't, brother. I don't care about the audience. I just want you to
Wait.
demonstrate
Okay,
that your God is
then
real.
you look. You claim the universe exists, and
No,
I'm
you
asking you,
claim that your God is real. You
God
that your
is
God
real.
is real. Yeah,
Yeah, I just
demonstrate.
demonstrated by Big Bang.
You didn't
Nothing can
demonstrate
come from
anything. The
nothing.
Big Bang has nothing to do with God.
Something cannot come from nothing.
The big,
I'm just told you.
yeah, not, yeah. Well, you don't have, you cannot use nothing in your argument when nothing is a concept, not an actual thing.
Okay, so tell me what is nothing.
No, you are using the word. Why don't you? You think it's you're fooling anyone?
Okay,
You think you're
nothing
talking to
means
your grandma?
absolutely nothing. Not something. That is nothing.
Yeah, that's a concept. That's not an actual thing.
That's a concept.
Yeah, like God.
Okay, prove it. Prove it.
Prove it. You need to prove it to be actual. Why don't you understand this?
Okay.
You're throwing out
So
words.
wait. You're saying the universe always exists. What is your claim? Because you're hiding around the
I don't
bushes.
have a. I don't have a claim, Marlon. I don't have
Okay,
a
so
claim.
how
You're
do
the
you
one with a
reject God
claim.
when you don't have a claim?
What? You're the one with the
How do
claim.
you
You're the
reject
beginner,
God?
right?
What?
You're like this because you haven't demonstrated that God is real.
You haven't demonstrated that universe is eternal.
So what's that got to do with anything?
Okay, so if the universe is not eternal, nothing can.
You're the one
Wait, calm
connecting
down.
God to the
Wait.
universe.
Hey, Inspector, calm down. When the universe is not
Mara, you're
eternal,
the one
then
connecting.
something
You're the
cannot
one
come from
connecting
nothing.
You're the one connecting the universe to your God. So you need to demonstrate that.
Yes, because we think he's a creator.
Universe to your God. So you need to demonstrate that.
Yes, because we think he's a creator, dummy.
Oh, okay, dummy.
Did you get it? Is creator
Yeah,
and is
yeah.
necessary
If you think that and you claim that,
to existence. Demonstrate
what?
God, okay, forget it. But you
Okay,
have to demonstrate. The burden of proof is on you how we came.
no, why? I haven't made any claims about. No, why? I haven't made any claims about that.
So, so you okay, then show me how we claim, how we are.
Like this is the what 49 time that I tell. This is the what 49 time that I tell you I don't know.
Okay, thank you so much. When you don't know, when someone don't know something, okay,
Yeah,
when
it's called
when it's
intellectual honesty. It's called
okay,
intellectual
wait.
honesty,
It's
cognitive
called simple logic.
consistency.
It's 101. Is 101 logic. Okay, listen very
Logic
carefully.
without evidence means
Oh,
nothing. You haven't
okay,
given any
okay.
evidence of your
Here's
God.
your logic. Here's your logic. If I say rain is just rain happens because God told it to, okay, I don't know why rain happens. You cannot reject the idea of God because you don't know it in first place. It's
Yeah, I can
simple.
reject it, but you haven't given any evidence
Yes,
that there's
if
a
you can
connection
reject
between.
it, wait.
No,
Okay,
no,
okay.
because you haven't given any evidence or connection between the rain and God.
I haven't given any evidence.
Yeah,
I
you're
just gave you
connecting
the
rain.
evidence of. I haven't given any evidence.
Yeah,
I
you're
just gave you
connecting
the
rain.
evidence of laws of physics.
You're connecting God and rain
Wait.
now. You need to demonstrate
I
that
just
connection.
gave you. Wait. I just gave you
No,
the
you
laws of
just made a
physics.
no. You just made a statement and a claim. You haven't made a
No,
logical
it's the
connection to
evidence
supporting
that the
evidence.
laws of physics exist because of God.
Yeah, you haven't made the logical connection and the evidence that supports
Yeah,
that
I
statement.
just made you a logical connection beyond
No,
time and
you
space
just
and matter.
no, you just made the claim. There's no connection between the
No,
two.
it's not claim. It's scientific.
There's no scientific anything with God. God is not a scientific concept.
No, God invented science, but I'm saying whatever started the Big Bang must be beyond time
Okay,
and space and matter.
another claim. You claim that God invented science.
What?
Demonstrate that. Yeah, you
I'm
made the claim.
demonstrating.
God,
I'm just demonstrating. I'm just saying whatever started. Okay.
you made the claim that God invented science.
No, I just said God didn't
You
invent
made the
science.
claim
God.
that God
Okay.
invented science. Demonstrate that.
Yes. Yes, because
You
God
made the
said it's
claim
so.
that God invented science. Demonstrate that.
Stop yelling. Calm down. Stop yelling. So we think God is the creator of all
No. I
things.
don't care what you think. You made the claim that God invented science. Demonstrate that.
Yes. So God created everything at the point of Big
That's
Bang.
another claim. You have to demonstrate that.
Okay.
You made the claim
Look,
that God invented science, so
logically,
you need to
according to
demonstrate
science,
that. Logic
I'm
without
demonstrating.
evidence doesn't mean
I'm
anything.
demonstrating
You
it.
need
Calm
to give
down.
the evidence. You need to
Okay,
give
calm down.
evidence.
Okay, what kind of
Establish
evidence
evidence.
are you looking for?
You made the claim. It's your claim.
Okay,
It has
I'm
to be
making a claim.
proportionate.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you ask
If
the evidence of God, it's a categorical error because God is
you
immaterial.
made the
Okay,
claim that God invented science,
it's
so you
like
need to
asking
demonstrate
what
that.
is the color of
You
seven.
that's your claim. You made the
Yeah.
claim that God invented science. Demonstrate
Yes,
that.
yes. The point of Big Bang, he did it.
No connection whatsoever.
Let's make it
You
easy,
Yes.
made,
Marlon. Let's
you
make it
made
easy.
the claim. You made the
Let's
claim
make
I,
it
that
easy.
God
I
invented
made a claim
science.
and I'm
Let's make
proving it. I'm
guys. Let's make
demonstrating
it
it.
guys. Let's make it easy. Sorry for barging in, Inspector. Just a quick question, right? So you mean that just because the believers cannot prove existence of God out of science, that means God doesn't exist, right?
No.
Okay, what's your stance?
My position is that if they make a claim, they need to demonstrate it using
Okay,
science or whatever.
forget about them. Of course, you do have some ground to reject the existence of God, do you?
Yeah, they haven't met
Okay,
the
that's
bill.
simply hold on. That ground is simply not the believers cannot prove it out of science. You must have your own research. What are the parameters you do have in order to reject his existence?
No, that's it. They haven't
The
met the
lack of
burden of proof.
evidence? Oh, hold on. The lack
Yeah,
of evidence?
sure.
Okay, so
The
the
lack of
lack of
demonstration.
okay, the lack of demonstration, the lack of evidence can point towards two directions. It could be or it could not be, correct?
Mm, sure.
Okay, so you say it could not also exist, but you cannot say that I'm 100% certain that he doesn't exist.
Yeah, certainty is useless in this conversation.